What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Nick, and this video is part 2 for upgrading your A1. I've included both printable mods and purchased products that I'm using within my little print garden. It's not quite considered a farm, so I'm just going to run with that. Since I created my first video on my favorite upgrades, I've stumbled upon even more, and I finally have a list to show you all. So grab a cold one, and let's get started. If you haven't watched my first video yet, I highly recommend it. Link down below. The first thing that I wanted to mention is that every mod in this video will be linked down below. I first decided to start with the AMS Light Upgrades. The AMS has been a complete game changer for 3D printing, and I found 2 mods in addition to the first video that I needed to make sure I mentioned. If you watched my first A1 mod video, you will know that I printed the top mount AMS holder. One of the issues was that it puts the AMS onto a tilt, creating a problem with filament rolls coming loose and falling straight off. Well, this mod fixes it and gets rid of that tilt. This printed part replaces the stock AMS stand and positions it nicely above the top of your A1. This frees up a ton of space for your desk, which was drastically needed for my workspace. If you haven't yet printed a top mount AMS, then this is the one. So I went ahead and swapped out the tilted mount with this one. Here's a shot of the original mount and how it tilts the AMS above your A1. And here it is after with the non-tilted version. I will probably end up just leaving my spool locks on for added peace of mind, but I don't foresee them being needed at all. Hey everyone, real quick, I want to talk about my plans for improving my channel's productivity so that I can bring you more content this year. If you're watching my channel, you already value quality education. I recently started using Skillshare, which is today's video sponsor. They have an incredible library of video classes on everything from cooking and Photoshop to productivity and more. Lately, I've been diving into their productivity classes. Running this channel as a one-person operation, from writing scripts to editing and uploading, takes a lot of focus and energy. Add in managing multiple businesses, answering emails and social media distractions, and staying productive can be a real challenge. That's why Skillshare's focus and attention classes have been a game changer for me. They're helping me sharpen my focus, streamline my workflow, and stay on track. Skillshare offers something for everyone: design, film, photography, AI, marketing, you name it. It's an incredible resource, and I'm excited to keep learning and leveling up. Check it out and join for yourself. The first 500 people to use the link below will get a free month trial of Skillshare. Think of all the skills you can learn in just 30 days. Next up is the AMS Light Number covers. One of the biggest issues with having the top mount or even the vertical mount AMS is remembering which slot is which. This print fixes a problem along with another minor issue I experienced with the top mount AMS. The Bowden guide tube that you print for the top mount always seemed to come loose. This mod completely eliminates that problem and allows you to colorize and customize your printer with a much cleaner look. I can't recommend this mod enough. Next, let's talk about keeping your A1 in tip-top shape. Proper maintenance is key to getting those high-quality prints. I put together a small list of mods that make your printing life just a little bit easier. First up is this handy little tool that's basically what I've been needing. Now when it comes to dirty build plates, I'm one of the worst. This is literally how I clean my plates after an 18-hour print. So when I saw this little guy that was specifically designed for cleaning your build plate, I just had to try it out. It removes all that leftover filament residue powder. Yes, of course, you can simply wipe it down with a loose terry cloth. For me, this just doesn't work well. It always wants to flop around and touch the Z-screws and pick up some grease. So with a nice firm flat surface area, you get a quick clean. This will save you a little bit of time. To install the cloth, I had to cut down one of my microfiber towels, place that cloth into the tool, push the top back on, and screw it together with a printed screw handle. I hope you enjoy this mod as much as I do. The Hex Key Screw Handle is next. This one might seem small, but it makes a big difference. When purchasing my P1S, this is the tool that you get with that model. This mod basically upgrades and replaces the tiny hex key that comes with your A1 and gives you a much bigger, easier to grip handle. Just like the P1S's, no more struggling to tighten anything on your machine. Now, keeping your A1 well lubricated is crucial for smooth operations. These replacement nozzles make it easy to keep your printer running like a champ. They are specifically designed to fit the Bambu Lab lubricating oil and grease tubes. Now, I may not use all the nozzles, but here are some examples of how you can use them for your A1 maintenance jobs that nobody ever likes doing. Take a look at this. The next item on our list that I'm featuring in this video is a filament dryer that I recently started using. Living in Arizona, you wouldn't think that I would need one because of the dry climate, but it actually came in handy. My family uses humidifiers at night to combat the dryness, and I never considered how it might affect my printing. Sure enough, I started noticing quality issues, blobs in my infill, and inconsistent layers. Once I stopped running the humidifiers near my office, the problem went away. Having a filament dryer like the EIBOS ensures that any residue moisture in your filament is taken care of no matter the environment. While I don't print directly out of the filament dryers currently, I do use it for managing my queued up filaments. The EIBOS filament dryer assures that the most used filaments like PETG is dry and ready for optimal use. Alright, now let's look at some upgrades that will make your everyday life printing just that little bit extra. In my first upgrade video, I really wanted to include a lighting mod but never got around to it. Well, thankfully for this video, I've got a great option. Let's talk about the Panda Lux LED upgrade kit, a popular upgrade for improving visibility on your Bambu Lab printer. It integrates seamlessly with your printer powered directly through the original electronics and controlled via the printer's screen so that no extra setup is needed. It's super simple to install and uses an adhesive to attach to the X-axis bar. Some users have noted that they have had some issues with the adhesive not sticking well, but I've been informed directly from BIQU that they have now been fixed, and the light bar should stay sticking just as intended. If you're looking to upgrade your lighting setup, the Panda Lux is worth considering. This Buildplate handle is more of an aesthetic mod really than anything. This handle gives your A1 an additional finished look. It also allows you to pull out the bed without touching the build plate after a print finishes and it's still hot. If you like the look of this mod, just print it. To install, pull out the bed completely forward, unscrew the center screw under the build plate. I felt like I was working on a car when installing it. Remove the rubber washer and install the stock screw into the handle and re-screw it back in. Simple mod and it looks nice. This extra large poop bucket keeps all the waste contained and makes it super easy to clean up. I tested this with a print that had 230 filament changes and was moderately optimized and only had to empty it once. This printed holder keeps your scraper nice and handy right where you need it. No more searching for it around your desk when you need to clean up your build plate. The install is one of the simplest mods in this entire list. It's literally print and stick. And if you're looking to upgrade your scraper, I just got my hands on a really nice CNC scraper from BIQU called the Panda Edge. It's completely compatible with the Bambu razor blades, and it has a built-in magnet for easy mounting, or you can simply use the holder I just mentioned and it fits perfectly as well. I recommend taking a look because you're never going to need to replace your scraper again. Now I decided to include this mod in this video because I had a few people that were asking me about it from my first video, which wasn't included. This mod is super easy. It just slides over the top rail and locks itself in place. Then you can use the stock spool holder and clamp it on. I spent a ton of time looking through thousands of mods. There's always something new to try out, and in the end, I decided to cut out a small handful of mods to keep this list short. Make sure you check out my first A1 mod video so you can get a complete list. I hope that you will find at least one that will help you in your printing journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and shoot me a comment. Remember to subscribe, and as always, have a great day and happy printing.